All right, guys, so we are, after watching that ROYGBIV music video, we are going to learn how to draw the elf from the ROYGBIV video. And then we are going to practice putting our colors in order for ROYGBIV. And at the end, you are going to have an awesome colored in drawing. So first thing we're going to do, and you guys start with pencil. I'm going to start with Sharpie. If you want to outline yours with marker or Sharpie or a black crayon or something at the end, go for that. But I would definitely give yourself that option to make a mistake and erase it if you need to. So I have my paper going vertical, up and down, so I can fit that tall, pointy hat in. And I am going to start off with the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 circles in the middle of my paper, making sure I'm leaving plenty of room to include the hat and his beard. Once I have drawn the circles, I'm going to draw 2 larger circles towards the top and 2 smaller circles towards the bottom. Now, if you noticed in the video, his eyes were just solid black circles. If you would rather color them that way, you can take that time and make that option for yourself now. Otherwise, I'm going to go through, color in the large circle, leaving the 2 smaller circles white. All right, once I've done that, I'm going to add his eyebrows, 2 little curved lines right over the top, and then it's gonna look like he has a really funny frowny face, but this is actually gonna be his nose. So we're gonna draw a little rainbow line or upside down U shape for his nose, and I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit. And then we are going to draw his big mustache underneath his nose. So to do that, I'm going to start with a little V shape right under the nose. And then I'm going to draw a curve up and out. So I'm going to curve up, touching the bottom of the nose, and then flick it out like that, kind of like a sideways S. And I'm going to repeat that on my other side. I come up and out. Then I'm going to come to the bottom of that little V. I'm going to curve it around and touch the end. Curve around and touch the end. And we have his nose and mustache. And then the last thing we need to add is a nice smile. Next, I'm going to draw his face shape coming around. So I'm going to start up above the eyebrow here. I'm going to draw line down, curve around, and back up. Then for his hat, I'm going to draw a curve across the top of his head. And then scoot my paper up some. I'm going to draw diagonal up and up till it meets in a nice tall point. Next, I'm going to add his beard around. So I'm going to come down on the side of his face and then start making a zigzag around the bottom and then back up. And lastly, I'm going to add his ears, which are going to be like a little C shape on either side. And we have our cute little elf. ROYGBIV. Under that, I'm actually going to write out his name. So I'm going to write out his name, Roy, for that red, orange, yellow. G for his middle name, green, and Biv, his last name, blue, indigo, violet. Now I know indigo and violet, they're kind of tricky because they look like almost the same color. They both seem like purple. But indigo is actually the color you get if you mix blue and violet together. That's why it's in between those 2 colors. So it's kind of a dark bluish purple color. And you'll see when I color in, it's a little bit different. So once we've colored in, if you want to outline, this is a good time to do that. And then we are going to color in his hat. Now we are going to color in that hat with stripes. And unlike in the video where it's black with just a couple skinny stripes, we want his hat to be super, super colorful. So what we need to do first is we need to make sure you have your rainbow order of colors. It can be crayons, colored pencils, markers, whatever you have to use, but you need to make sure you have red, orange, yellow, Roy, green, G, Biv, blue, indigo, violet. So my indigo and violet almost look the same. You'll see them a little different, but on my violet, it says violet or purple on there. I'll see if I can focus that a little bit better. Ooh, maybe. There we go. So it says violet or purple in parentheses on there. That's my violet, that's my V. And then on my indigo, you might have one that says indigo, or another way you might see it is blue violet. Because remember I said it's a mixture of blue and violet together. So that would be a good color to use. If you don't have indigo, that's okay. Just take a blue and a violet and color them on top of each other. So I like to do mine out, and I like to keep them in rainbow order because that helps me make sure I don't accidentally mix it up. And then I'm going to start with this. Now you could start and you can have your hat go diagonal stripes. If you would rather have your hat go horizontal stripes or vertical, it's up to you, as long as you are showing me you know how to use the color spectrum and rainbow order. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to color in, starting with red. And then I need to make sure I am following that next one. So I have my orange next. Remember, as you're going through, just check that. If you're not sure what color comes next or you might have mixed it up, check and see. Red, orange, yellow, follow his name. That's what it's there for. It's to help you figure out the order of those colors. It's to help remind you. So you guys will see as we're putting these together, yellow and red, in between them is orange. And if you think about it, what happens when you mix yellow and red together? They make orange, which is why orange is in the middle, just like you'll see next. What is in the middle of yellow and blue? It's green. So you can tell off that the color you get when you mix yellow and blue is green. So you can always look for those primary colors. And in the rainbow, the color in between our two primaries is what happens when you mix. So you can kind of see here, this is my indigo. It's kind of a darker navy bluish purple color. And then you'll see my purple or my violet as just a little bit lighter, has a little bit more red in it, a little less blue, because violet is made when you mix red and blue together. And then if you finish and you still have some white space, just start back over at the top of the rainbow and color it until you have finished all your space. So it looks like I'm only going to have room for a little red and orange again at the end. All right, so once you have your hat all colored in, the rest of it you may color in any way you like. You can color in his beard and mustache orange like was in the video, or you may color it in your own way. So that's really up to you. You can see on mine, I even drew the little crystal like that he had in the video with the rainbow shooting out. I added a background for it, all of that. The main thing I am looking to see in your picture is you drew ROYGBIV and you have colored in his hat in that rainbow order. The rest of it you may color in any way you would like. You can give him an orange beard, a rainbow beard. You can give him rainbows and unicorns in the background, or clouds and the rainbow spectrum crystal in there. That is up to you guys, but we are going to be using ROYGBIV and the rainbow color spectrum on our next project. So we want to definitely make sure we know how to do that. All right, have fun, guys. Oh, you know what? If you want to learn, I'm going to show you guys really quick if you want to see how to draw that crystal, how I drew that. So if you want to draw the crystal, and you don't have to do this, I'm going to do this really quick, so you may have to pause it. You'd start with a rectangle, I'm going to do a diagonal line from each corner. Then I'm going to do a point on the top, a point on the bottom. I'm going to connect the sides together. And then the corners there, again, I'm going to connect to the point here. And then you can have your crystal. All right, bye guys, have fun.